on the left side as well. But it's not nearly as bad as when I first pulled up.
Yeah, Jimmy, give me a perspective of that retaining wall. Are you talking about something that goes spans the distance of the building, or is it just a smaller wall? Is it something that is in between that on-ramp there or the highway and the building?
Yeah, it looks like it spans about 2/3 of the building.
Yeah.
And it's about a 15-foot wall.
This is. I've got it on Google if you want to look at it.
Yeah, we can take the Google site here, and Sean will show exactly what we're talking about. That is, as you look at that on the TxDOT camera too. There's that retaining wall that James is talking about right there. That's exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, right in front of the wall. So you mentioned what, James? 8, 9 stories it looks like.
I'm sorry.
About 8 or 9 stories tall, this building, or does it?
It's hard to tell.
It is, because we're looking at it right now. Yeah.
It looks like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And as far as structural damage, you know, all the glass panels have fallen off the building for the most part.
Yeah.
So you can see where what was actually a window was actually just a wall.
Mm-hmm.
And above the retaining wall that's missing, the portion of the building that's been exposed as a wall is actually gone.
Okay.
You know, so it looks like there's a significant hole there.
You're across the street. Are you in the Gateway Center?
I'm standing on the shoulder of 183, and behind me is the Gateway Center. Yeah.
Give me a scene of what it's like around here. Are people just stopping and looking and checking everything out? And
hundreds.
Really, hundreds.
Hundreds of people, cop cars. I'm not quite sure I'm going to be able to get out of here, actually.
How about the smell? Is there a smell of smoke? Does it, you know?
No, the smoke is actually dying down. When I got here, it was thick black smoke.
Yeah.
Now it's just a light whitish gray smoke.
Wow. All right. Well, get out of there safely, James, and thanks for the latest, for calling us in. We appreciate that. I hate to put you on the spot, but the most info we can get, the best. So thanks again. All right. That's James Rabatoy. He's on the phone and again standing just a few hundred feet from there at 183. And talking about that retaining wall looks like the point of impact now. And again, that's not a live picture. That's the Google image of the Echelon building, and again, building 1. And it appears that that's...
Yeah. Chris, hang on just a second. Hold off of WeatherBug for just a second while I load a picture up.
Yeah, you get it, let me know you got it. But it appears that that's the point of impact, or that's where some of the most damage is. Also, we're getting word in now that there is... That there are federal offices in that building. We have been,
there we go.
You know, I'm always hesitant to go here, but again, just in gathering information, federal offices are confirmed in that building, so that's just a point of information. There you go. What appears to be the very latest. You can see James was talking about the windows being off those, you know, that's a glass building, so the windows being pulled off, and you can see the damage there. And again, if you're thinking about a plane crash into a building, looking at that picture, that's the very latest one. It's tough to see where it could have happened except for that retaining wall. And again, that's the vantage point that we're assuming the plane hit coming in, which would be, what, going northeast bound. So, yeah, let's continue to bring you the latest information. Our Matt Fleener is still on the scene. Matt, if you're there and can hear us, tell us the latest. All right, I know Matt's there because I can hear him. So when we have Matt established, let me know. He's as you can imagine, just a crazy scene, and he's continuing to gather information for us. So, what's that? Yeah, that's the latest picture you're looking at right there. And
Chris,
again,
I want to show you this scene.
There he
it's
is.
obviously
There's
a very chaotic scene right now up here at Mopac at 183. I want you to take a look at this building back here. This is what we understand to be the Echelon building, and there has been a plane that has crashed into this building here earlier this morning. This is at the corner of Mopac and 183. If you're familiar with this area, this is right near a Dave & Buster's, a Marie Callender's. There's a Whole Foods, some different businesses near the Arboretum area, right near Grace Church up here. And we understand there were lots of offices and different people inside this building this morning. It doesn't look to be a good scene inside. If maybe we don't know if there were survivors or not inside this building. We've seen some EMS folks out here this morning, but you've got to believe there were some people who were at least injured or hurt, maybe even killed in this scene this morning here at the corner of Mopac and 183. We understand it was a small plane, a Cherokee. There was a pilot here this morning who witnessed the scene, and we're trying to get some more information from him about what he actually saw. He said he believed the plane actually almost almost hit him. This is pretty amazing. We believe that we can see where that plane actually hit. Mark, if you could see the brown dirt right there, that's maybe where the plane actually hit, right into that building. That looks to be the biggest point of impact right there. Some amazing pictures, really, this morning. We saw this entire building on fire. Obviously, nothing I have ever seen here in Austin, Texas before.
Our Matt Fleener live on the scene there, and you can see that brown dirt. That's where that retaining wall
unfortunately, Chris, or whoever is back in the studio right now, I can't hear you, unfortunately, but we do see lots of firefighters out here. The highways are still open. Now, we can see people coming off of the entrance ramp from 183. They're going north on 183. Traffic south on 183 is still open. Obviously, this would be a huge mess up here if they close these highways. The highways are still open, but wow, what a scene up here. Really lots of law enforcement personnel. We've probably seen in the upwards of 80 to 90 law enforcement personnel up here today. We see lots of people standing around, milling around as well, trying to figure out what exactly happened. Presumably, these were people. Mark, you can see some of these people that are here. If you take a picture all the way over there across the highway, you can still see people that are outside. They've marked the area off with yellow tape. You can see people obviously looking around, trying to figure out what exactly happened here early this morning. We don't know the exact time of what happened this morning. We're supposed to get some more information, hopefully, here within the next hour or two from the Austin Police Department. I'm looking around once again, just going to do a real quick survey of the scene. I see an ATF agent over there. There's the Austin Police Department. We see lots of other people as well.
Okay, that's the spot we want to look at right there, because that appears to be point of impact, and that appears to be plane remnants. Although,
or it could be air conditioning duct.
Yeah, I'm not an aviation expert by any stretch of the imagination, but
but that's, yeah, there's
that brown dirt there, as you're looking live at it, from what we're telling now, appears that it could be the point of impact. Our Carla Castano is also on the scene and joins us now with another perspective. Carla?
Yeah, Chris, I'm actually here at 183 and 360. There is a complete wall here, and the freeway here is, the roads are going very, very slow. Traffic is moving very slow. You can see thick black smoke billowing from the building. The Williamson County Constable's Office has shut down part of 360 here where it meets with 183. I talked to some folks who work over at the Bank of America, which is a good half mile on the other side of the freeway, and they say that just before 10 they felt a huge blast. They went outside and saw smoke billowing from the building. They say that their building shook. We're also hearing that on the scene they are doing a roll call and trying to make sure that everyone is accounted for, but they're right here at 183 and 360. There's just, I would say, dozens of law enforcement officials out here. We also keep hearing fire trucks, which are rushing over to the scene, trying to make their way through traffic. So, very, very tense situation here right now.
All right, again, Carla Castano on the scene, and that could be the shot so far that tells the biggest story. That's the front of, and just to recap, if you're just joining us, this is happening as we're continuing the day, so